As if the last 12 months could not get any weirder, the story that has been getting everyone's attention, including the financial media, celebrities, and even politicians, involves billionaire hedge fund managers, companies with dying business models, and an online community on Reddit called Wall Street Bets. So, what really happened, and why is it such a big deal? If you haven't been paying attention the last week, GameStop stock has been rising with extreme volatility. On January 22nd, GameStop stock increased 69% before it triggered a circuit breaker halt. The following Monday, January 25th, trading in the stock was halted 9 different times. All of these moves were a result of what appeared to be no news that would dramatically increase the value of the company. To even the casual stock market and business observer, this would make virtually no sense. GameStop, just like its former competitor, Blockbuster, is part of a group of retail companies that are being threatened to be put out of business by online companies, internet downloads, and video streaming. Today, you can easily download a video game online instead of taking a trip to the mall to visit a GameStop. Most people haven't even been to a GameStop since 2013 to pick up their pre-order of Grand Theft Auto 5. With very few places for people to go right now, mostly everyone is at home bored. This and the introduction of commission-free trading brokerages, such as Robinhood, has led to an interest in day trading even greater than that during the dot-com bubble. There is a popular Reddit forum for this called Wall Street Bets, where users can discuss high-risk, high-reward trading ideas. According to Bloomberg, a user on Wall Street Bets a year ago argued that GameStop was underpriced by the market. For a while, the idea that Wall Street Bets would take over GameStop was a joke, but then it turned serious. The idea was to punish short sellers and for small retail investors to finally get back at Wall Street and large institutional investors. What exactly is short selling? Let's use GameStop as an example. If you think GameStop will fail and the stock price will go down, there's a way to make money on that. This can be done by a concept known as short selling, where you borrow shares of a stock for a fee and then sell them in the market immediately afterwards. Ideally, you wait and see the stock price decrease. Then you buy the shares back that you borrowed and return them to the owner. The owner of the shares is happy because he or she gets their shares back for a fee, while you get to keep the difference between the price you sold the stock at and the price you bought it back at. Shorting stocks is extremely risky, though. If the stock you borrowed and sold goes up, you lose money. If the stock continues to go up, your losses are potentially infinite. Eventually, the shorts will have to cover or buy the stock back at a higher price, which then sends the price even higher. Because of GameStop's struggles over the recent years and its questionable future, the company's stock was heavily shorted by hedge funds. So many investors were short the stock that it became a prime candidate for a short squeeze. This essentially means that so many people are short, it may be possible to trigger a chain reaction where enough stock is bought that the price of the stock increases. This forces some shorts to cover, sending the price up further, which forces even more shorts to cover, raising the price even more. This happens on and can cause the price of the stock to rise incredibly fast. Day traders, such as the ones on Wall Street Bets, are typically looked down upon by large institutional investors. The professional short sellers created the possibility of a short squeeze, and the people on Wall Street Bets decided to take advantage of it. Particularly, Wall Street Bets targeted one hedge fund, Melvin Capital, and were able to find out the positions of this hedge fund as required by law. As Reddit users decided GameStop was undervalued and the stock would go up, they put up many posts about how they were buying GameStop stocks and options. This drove up the price of GameStop. The increasing stock price meant some short sellers had to cover, sending the stock up even farther. It is estimated that short sellers have lost over $5 billion just from their GameStop positions alone. Retail brokerages, including the popular zero-commission platform Robinhood, restricted trading on Thursday in GameStop and other stocks caught in a frenzy that has captivated Wall Street and caused big losses for hedge funds. After the announcement, shares of GameStop initially reversed their gains, sliding quickly into negative territory. The stock, which traded above $500 at one point in pre-market trading, closed down 44% on Thursday. In addition to GameStop, the wild trading affected other heavily shorted stocks, including AMC Entertainment and BlackBerry. Robinhood customers took to Twitter to express their outrage surrounding the decision. Robinhood has made a name for itself through its mission to democratize investing for everyone. The Silicon Valley startup, with more than 13 million users, pioneered free trading, forcing the entire brokerage industry to drop commissions in late 2019. Some users believe this decision was made as a result of pressure from the hedge fund Citadel, who invested in and bailed out the distressed hedge fund Melvin Capital. Citadel pays Robinhood for access to Robinhood users' trade. Taking payments for order flow from Wall Street firms is a controversial but legal practice done by most electronic brokers. For Robinhood, it's their biggest revenue source. This move was so controversial that Robinhood received bipartisan criticism from prominent politicians on both sides of the aisle. Amid Twitter threats about a class action lawsuit against Robinhood, law firm Chapman Albin LLC announced Thursday it is investigating claims on behalf of Robinhood users affected and suffered losses as a result of investing in GameStop or AMC through the Robinhood brokerage platform. At this point, you may be asking if what Wall Street Bets did was illegal. It is true that a group of people coming together to artificially drive up a stock price in order to sell for a large profit is illegal. However, could people really get in trouble? The answer is, well, maybe. It definitely seems like a clear-cut pump and dump scheme, but there is one crucial element to consider. No one is lying or being deceptive. The people that are buying know the risks but believe the stock will continue to go up in value and think they can make a quick buck, or a million. One thing is certain, it definitely will be interesting to see how this ends. There certainly will be a lot of money made and maybe even more money lost. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts below.